Hi, English 2 students. Welcome to week 6 of your English 2 class. It's hard to believe, but we are halfway through this marking period. So if we take a look at it this way, well, we're at the 50-yard line for marking period 1. All right? Or if you're more optimistic, you can look at it this way. We are officially 1/8 of the way done with this year. So we are 16.77% done. So it moves quickly, and you guys know that. So I want you to take advantage of every opportunity that we have, right? Just a couple things. This is a progress check week, which means that we will be sending out progress reports home, right? I want you to be able to make sense of what they mean, right? At this point, you should be at least at 12% completed with the class, all right? And that's for my English class. Your progress grade is weighted on a different combination of the grade that you've earned, of the percent that you've completed, and your participation in the launches, right? Now, for an example, John has completed 11% of his class, and he has an 84.1 on all of the work that he's done. He's also completed 80% of his launches, which is 16 out of 20. So, you know, those little things that we give on a daily basis, those are worth it. Get in there and do them because they count. Now, if we take a look very quickly at John, we can see that John has completed 11%. So if I take a look here, well, if I take 11 divided by 12, that's going to give me 91.7. When I take that by the grade that he has earned so far, and so far he has earned an 84%. When I take this times this, that comes to a 77.28. But I also added an additional 8 points. And where those 8 points come from is right here, because 16 out of 20 is 80%, that's 10% addition. So you are going to be getting an 85.28%. So it's definitely worth it to do all three of these. So you can see, it's very important. Make sure that you stay on pace. Now, if this was 12 out of 12, you'd be at 100% here, which would automatically give you an 84, but because you're not, that brings it down. So it's very important that you are working on pace. Now, the second student, Carl, has only 6% of his class. All right? He's only completed 6%, but what he's earned is a 95% on all of the work. So he does really nice work, but he's a little bit behind. Now, we can see here, 6 out of 12 is 50%. When I take that 50% times 7 or 95, that's going to give me a 47.5. All right? So I can notice, well, that's not quite where I want it to be. Okay? Now, I'm going to take that 47.5 and I'm going to add 10 because he's completed all 20 of his launches, so that would be 100%. And his final score, this is a misprint by me, this is a 57.5. So again, I want you to just kind of take notice of this. So take a look. Where are you sitting? All right? Are you at least 12% in my class? So the next thing that I want to talk about and I want to show you is the pace chart. Okay? As of now, we just finished week 1, 2, 3, 4, and we just finished up week 5 yesterday. All right? At this point, you should have 1 point up to 1.19 completed. So this week you have 121, 122, 124, and then you're going to start these 2, 2.1 and 2.2 in Unit 2. All right? So up to this point, you should be at least at a 1.19. If you do that, that will put you at 12%. All right? Mrs. Pelkey and I went through this, and we kind of paced it out. So make sure that you're following this. All right? Again, you may work ahead, but you can't get caught behind. All right? So coming up this week, you have a quiz, 121, 123 is review, and 124 is your test. Okay? Just to kind of give you a heads up, that is almost all multiple choice. There are 2 questions in there that ask you to write out sentences. All right? I put both of these here just to give you a head start. So list 5 parts of active critical listening. All right? Think about the Dwight Schrute Office video that we watched. So what are the 5 parts of active critical listening? And describe the best approach to taking notes when listening to a speech. All right? So think about both of those before you jump into the test. All right? 2.1 and 2.2 are both about suffixes and plurals. So again, that's just kind of review on the writing process. Now, just to review again with the grading policy, lessons are 20% of your grade, quizzes are 20% of your grade, and tests are 20% of your grade. So 20 plus 20 plus 20 is 60. So 60% of your grade comes from lessons, quizzes, and tests. Every lesson, you're allowed to have 3 attempts, quizzes 2, and test 1. Now, projects are the 40% remaining. It's impossible to pass this class or any of your classes if you skip the projects. You have to do them, okay? And I know in English a lot of them are writing assignments. Do the best that you can, and we will keep passing it back and forth until you get the grade that you want. Right? Lastly, I have another extra credit for you. All right? I want you to look in your grade book for something that looks like this. All right? And what that is that indicates that you have completed something, but I did not grade it yet. So I want you to look through those. Now, anything in Unit 1. So if you've submitted something in Unit 1 and it has a grade and an exclamation point underneath it, again, that means that it's been submitted, but it's not been graded. That's my fault. I'm willing to give you 1 bonus point for every single one that you find and send me, okay? All you have to do is send me a notification on a Google Hangout using this configuration. Tell me the Unit 1, the assignment number, and the name of the thing, and I will give you a 1 bonus point. So if you have an 87% and you find 2 of them that I did not grade, that's 2 free bonus points. So it's definitely worth your time looking into. All right? Any questions? Please let me know. All right, thanks.